What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Goodol'boys YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing a point-by-point connection difference between a generator style motor and a starter style motor. So these are older case tractors. This is a 220 and that's a 444. Ultimately the goal with these is to swap motors. So it's not going to be permanent. What I'm planning on doing is rebuilding that motor while this motor stands in and replaces that motor for a short period of time. Anyways, want to remember where the wires are going, so I'm making this video, and I also figured it might help some of you guys out. So let's go through these and just kind of look and see where the point-by-point connections are. We're going to start with the newer style here. This one has a starter. That one over there has a generator. Again, we're going to be focused mostly on where the connections connect to the motor because that's kind of what we're removing and swapping. So you got a stator on this one, comes out 2 black wires, AC voltage comes out of this. And if you look back in here, connects right up to this guy here, which goes to your rectifier. This little black wire here is actually a hot wire, and that ultimately goes up through your ammeter, through your key switch, and to the hot side of your battery and charges your battery. All right, so the hot wire to the starter, I know it's black, but it is a hot wire. It's where the hot juice comes in from the starting solenoid. It connects here. Starter is grounded to the motor. Your ground wire for your battery is going to be going to the top of the motor. Now I have seen it grounded here on the back hydraulic adapter plate here. And also along with this terminal here, you've got this, which comes from your hour meter. And this also is going to be bolted right onto the negative battery terminal. Other side of things, we have the hot wire going to the solenoid. This goes to the battery. You have a black and yellow that comes out of the solenoid. It's going to the key switch. The key switch, we have a yellow, a orange, and then we have a blue, and then a black, and then on the very bottom, you have a red and black. Okay, so that's kind of how your key switch wires up. On the amp meter, we have an orange and a blue. Okay, so that's kind of how all that stuff works out. On the hour meter, we also have a blue and the black, which we talked about going to the negative battery terminal before. So since we're talking about taking the motor off, I did want to show you guys also this. This right here, we're draining oil out of. This is your oil drain. This has to be disconnected or unscrewed in order for the motor to come up off of here. So this ultimately goes to the oil pan, but the problem is it goes through the frame, so you can't get the motor off without taking that off. We have our coil. We got the wire that goes to the spark plug, and then you have the positive side and the negative side of the coil. So the positive side of the coil is going to be this wire. It's half black and half white. It looks like it's got a little fork on it. The other side, negative side, is going to be this black wire. It goes to the points, and then this wire goes to your condenser. So that's pretty much the coil in a nutshell, and it's grounded to the case of the motor. All right. Other things to disconnect on this side, you've got the throttle and the choke cable. Choke cable connects here. It also connects here. And then the throttle cable is going to be the straight wire. Choke cable has the S curve in it like that. So the straight cable goes to this little screw right here, flat bit screw. And it goes through this clip as well. So that's how those connect. We've also got the fuel line to disconnect. And then, of course, you do have to unbolt. You got 4 bolts on the hydraulic motor plate bracket there, whatever you want to call that. So pretty simple overall. So that's in general kind of how the wiring is on this newer style tractor. Now, let's flip over to the older style tractor and see what we have here. So this one is charged and started with the generator here. So just kind of in this general area, we got a couple things going on. For the generator itself, you got a green wire, and that's towards the outside of the tractor. It's a smaller wire. The bigger wire that actually is used to start the tractor, this is your hot wire. It goes over to the solenoid, as you can see, and it connects on the inner terminal on the generator. All right. Other wires that we have in this general area, we got the coil again. So you have your hot wire on the positive side of the coil. It's black, but somebody crimped it and put a blue wire in line there. On the other side of the negative side of the coil, we got the condenser, and then this wire here goes down across in front of the motor, pops out down there, and goes to your points box. Okay, then you got your spark plug wire going to the spark plug. Pretty simple. This red wire here goes to your headlights, and it is routed through this little grommet, or it's supposed to be routed through that little grommet right there. Okay, your ground wire on this tractor, it's grounded to the back of the motor right there. It's grounded through one of the hydraulic pump bracket bolts there, as you can see, and this goes directly to the negative side of the battery. Real quick, other side of the battery, you got your hot wire going to your solenoid. Again, the other side of the solenoid right here is going to your generator. If we move this battery out, if we take a look down in here, we got a couple things going on. So this green wire here that we saw earlier that comes from the generator is coming all the way in through here and connecting right here on the third terminal on this box. Not sure exactly what this box is. Have to do some research on it, but basically it's connecting to the third terminal on this box here. All right, we have a thick black wire here that's on the middle terminal that goes to your ammeter. And then this last wire here is, if you guys can see that, there you go. The last wire on the box on the third terminal is a red wire. And actually I lied, there's a fourth wire. There's this white wire here, and it's going down in there further and mounting to the box somewhere, or to a terminal from the box. All right, so that's pretty much that in a nutshell. We talked about where one of these two wires went. The other thick black wire from the ammeter is going to the hot side of the solenoid here, and ultimately that cable goes back to the battery here. All right, if we follow these wires from the solenoid area over to here, there's a whole big mess of wires that go into your key switch. You've got a black one, a red one. Let's see, what else do we have in there? You have a purple one a little lower. You've got a yellow one kind of in the middle, a red one on the kind of the bottom. And I think that's it for the key switch. Then moving on, you have a white and purple wire that goes to your generator starter light. So that turns on when you're turning the engine over with the generator. And then ultimately, the black wire here that we see is the hot wire going to the coil, okay? And then this red wire here, again, from back in here, is going to your headlights. That's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope this helps you out. I know it's a lot of information and a lot of point by point. Some of it, you know, we could have got a little closer in on it, but hopefully this gives you somewhere to start. Now, you guys are probably watching this because you have a case tractor that needed some wiring, or maybe you lost track of where the wires went. So again, hopefully this helps you out, but also make sure you subscribe, and also be sure to check out that description box below. I'm gonna have other case tractor videos linked down there. I've got more than a handful of case tractor videos. So we got some of the videos we're using the tractors. So if you guys want to see these tractors being put to work, check those videos out. And we've also got some other service and maintenance videos that are really interesting. Tore down a tiller in one of the videos. I've got some shortcuts for you if you're trying to pull out one of the hydraulic reservoir tanks. So there's some stuff like that. So be sure to subscribe, and also be sure to check out some of those other videos. That's it for now, guys. If you liked the video or it helped you out, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out that description box below, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.